never love you back.
Foreigner 23.
The streets will never love you back.
Hey guys, well today I got a bad Avenue story for you. I was telling you a couple days ago, I wanted to tell you a story about Sally Horse Tozzi. Sally Horse Tozzi was a wise guy with the Bonanno crime family. Now, I know Sally Horse from when I was a kid, in my teens to my 20s, and Sally Horse was always in Anthony Spiro's social club. Anthony Spiro was the counselor of the Bonanno crime family. And every time I saw Sally Horse, I saw Joe Chili with him. Joe Chili was a captain with the Bonanno crime family. So we're going to be talking about Sally Horse today. You know, what happened was in 1993, I got picked up. I went away for a bank robbery. Okay. I ended up getting 5 years. You know the story. And I got a 4 to 8 on top of that with the state. Now, when I went away, the next month, they killed Sally Horse in June of 93. I got picked up May 10th of 93, and they killed Sally Horse June 9th of 1993. And that murder never came to surface. But I remember Joe Benanti had a little riff with him, some words, but they were both wise guys. Obviously, Joe Benanti was straightened out before him. But let me give you a little story behind this, okay? I'm going to throw up a couple pictures. Now, Sally Horse was a guy from the East Side. He ran around with here's a photo of him. He ran around with the Purple Gang for a little while. He made a name for himself. He grew up in the East Village. And he has stories behind him. On October 2nd, okay, of 1969, Philip Embryo, Ronald Costa carried out a hijacking at JFK in Queens. Dressed as National Airlines employees, they held up the driver of a truck containing $400,000 worth of precious metals. It was the only such incident that occurred at the airport itself that year. So, you know, this guy was a hijacker. He was a hijacker. He was a murderer. I'm sure he was involved in a lot of things. So we're going to get to talk about him. Okay. At a trial in 1970, co-defendant Ron Costa testified for the defense and was acquitted. Embro and Tozzi end up getting 18 months in prison. Okay. Nothing else is available on Sal because of there really wasn't anything, but he was last seen. He was photographed attending John Gotti's daughter's wedding, okay, at the Marana Del Rey Caterers in the Bronx. Okay, the Bonannos were present. In addition to Tozzi, included underboss Joseph Messino, Captain Louis Adetanzio, that's Louis Bang Bang, acting captains Frank Lino, Anthony Spiro, and at least 8 soldiers. Tozzi is believed to have been an associate in Spiro's crew at that time. Okay, there's also a photo of Vincent Bassiano and Sally Horse's name, Tozzi. I guess they both got straightened out in 1993. Okay, in around Tozzi, his name is written, Sally Horse is included on 1 candidates for the membership of the Bonanno induction list prepared, as you see. named along with Vincent Bassiano. He may have been inducted with Bassiano in a ceremony held around that time at a residence in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. He would likely have been proposed for membership by Joseph Chili, who succeeded Anthony Sparrow as a captain following the latter's election to consigliere. Around May 20th, 1991, Tozzi participated in the murder of Bonanno soldier Russell Morrow, lured to the Black Eagle Social Club at 36th Avenue and 10th Street in Astoria, Queens. Morrow was shot to death by Joseph Di Simone and associate Peter Castellato. All right, Peter Castellato is Peter Boxcars. That's his name. His father was Patty Boxcars. He was from Bath Avenue. They owned the car service. The body was placed in the trunk of his girlfriend's car and left on 34th Street, where it discovered 10 days later. So this guy was involved in a lot of things. Obviously, you know, you can tell he looks like a wise guy, dressed like a wise guy. I heard a lot of rumors of Sally Horse. I know he was a murderer. Look at this photo of him back in the day, how young he was. Back then, you could tell he was a hoodlum, a thug. And this is a nice photo of Sally Horse. But I wanted to tell this story because it's very interesting. No one never got prosecuted for this murder. And I was away when he got killed. On August 17, 1992, the FBI executed a search warrant on the West End Social Club located at 1714 Bath Avenue in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. The location was controlled by consigliere Anthony Sparrow, who was present at the time. Tozzi was at the club as well, along with Bonanno acting captain Frank Porco, Bonanno soldiers Peter Casallo and Dominic Monero, Lucchese soldier Frank Bellino, and a dozen others. 2 illegal gambling machines were seized. Frank Bellino is the guy who got blown up with Frankie the Chico. His nickname was Frankie Hart. That was actually my children's mother's godfather. So on June 8, 1993, Tozzi was found murdered inside his East Village apartment. He had been shot once at close range in the back of the head. The murder was not sanctioned by family boss Joseph Messino, because Joseph Messino came forward and he told the truth of saying he never sanctioned that murder. Released from federal prison the prior November, and then in the midst of fully reorganizing the family, according to his brother-in-law Salvatore Vitali, who was appointed to the position of underboss around the same time, Messino suspected Joseph Benanti of committing the murder, but didn't have enough proof to act. This may be a reference to Joseph Benanti, a Bonanno soldier and close associate of consigliere Anthony Sparrow. Benanti and a crew of associates from Bath Avenue were responsible for multiple murders in the same time frame, and Tozzi was a known associate of that crowd. So, you know, Sally Horse was a gangster. Every time I saw Sally Horse, I saw him with Joe Chili. I used to call him Junior Chili, and he was very close with Anthony Sparrow. These guys had Gus Faraci killed, him and his brother. But, you know, Sally Horse is an unsolved murder. I heard some stories here and there. Now, is it possible that before Joe Benanti got picked up, he might have committed this murder with Fabrizio? He might have even committed this murder with Paulie G. And they never, you know, talked about it. You know, the old saying is, when you commit a murder with somebody, that's never to be said again. So I think this is a very interesting story of Sally Horse Tozzi. He was, and even back in the day, he did a score in the JFK airport. And what happened was, that was someone else's score he did. There was a wise guy that was supposed to be in that score. And he got away with it, but then the FBI picked him up 2 days later. And after the FBI picked him up, his own friends, cronies, broke his legs. He had 2 legs broke for doing the score without the wise guy that was supposed to be there. But he ended up getting straightened out, and there's a good story on him. I find this guy very interesting, so that's why I did a story on him. He was a wise guy, And he opened up the door, just like Paulie G opened up the door, and his own friends killed him. So someone he knew killed him. It could have been Joe Benanti. It could have been Joe Chili, or it could have been someone from his past. But this is the life of a mob wise guy. Just wanted to give you this quick story. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys on my next video. Subscribe to my channel, press the like button, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks, guys. I love you. And I'll catch you on my next video. Bye, guys.